Aloha, everybody. This is Dave Wallace coming to you from Waihoa, Hawaii, and it's feedback time for the Powerball lottery, which was just drawn today, the 4th of September, 2021. At the beginning of the day, the jackpot sat at $367 million for the 30-year annuity and $265.4 million for the cash value. Let's go right down and examine the numbers that were drawn. The numbers were drawn were unusual. We had 3 medium numbers and 2 large numbers. The medium numbers were 32, 35, 40, and the large numbers were 52 and 54. So these are all repeating numbers. In fact, 54 is the hottest number that was drawn. 54 was drawn 4 times in the last 20 games. The rest of the numbers, 35, 32, 50, and 52 and 40, were numbers that appeared only once in the last 20 games. So this tendency where numbers that hit are the numbers that appeared only once continues with this trend. Okay. As far as numbers, again, the numbers that I hit was 54 and 1, and 54 appeared on 2 tickets. This ticket up here, the first one, and the third ticket, and 1 was out of place, out of position on my first ticket here. We also had a bunch of one-offs. Okay, the total. When you add the numbers, and when I add the numbers, I'm not adding the Powerball. Okay, so it's just the main numbers, and when you add the main numbers, it came out to 213, and 213 is well within the range of 158 and 235. So it's right where it's supposed to be. Okay. Take a look at the other graphic that I'm using. This is very telling. We had 3 hot numbers. 2 of the medium numbers were hot numbers, and 54, the large number, was the hottest number there. Okay, so we got 3 in a hot zone, and then we had 1 number in the warm zone, and this was 32, and it was a medium number. And the last large number was in the cool zone, where numbers that appeared 13 times in the last 200 draws. So all of these numbers, it seems, looking at this, it reminds me, it looks like a flip-flop, because the last time the Powerball was drawn, most of the numbers appeared, 3 of them appeared down here. Okay, so that's today's summary for the grid, and now let's take a look at the pictures. And the first picture is a football for number 32, and when I wrote number 32 over here, I was saying, why such a big number right at the beginning? Well, it was the smallest number in the draw today. Okay, so football is number 32 is associated with O.J. Simpson. Okay, and is the football player. And then we come to 35, bees in a hive. This is a mnemonic for me, 35 bees in a hive. And 40 is a mule, comes from Emancipation Proclamation, after where slaves in the South were promised 40 acres and a mule. Okay, and you had number 52 is a monk seal. All of my number 50 images have to do with the state of Hawaii. And 54 is Diamond Head. And finally, for the Powerball, we have number 1, which is a rocket. Okay. Now, I'm I wanted to show you something that is really interesting. It seems that I am a day ahead in my symbols. Last time I did the Powerball, I hit 4 numbers. Okay, well, these numbers would have done really well tonight too. You notice you got 35 and 32, 2 numbers that were drawn today, right here. Okay, and then right down here, you have 51 and 53 appearing right here. Okay, and there are one-offs, and right over here we have the number 1. Okay, and so all of the numbers pretty much accounted for, and that's pretty cool. So it seems that perhaps my numbers that I do using for the Powerball can be used for 2 draws in a row. We'll see how that comes up next time. Anyway, I just wanted to share some of you folks the developments here, and that's the purpose of feedback, is trying to understand what just happened and piecing the puzzle together. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you folks, and tomorrow night I'll be posting for the Monday night draw of the Powerball. And until tomorrow, this is Dave Wallace from Waioa, Hawaii, saying aloha.